Hello guys, welcome to today's video. You're probably here because of one of two reasons. Number one, you might be considering going for the CFA exam and you're just trying to research what are the most common mistakes that candidates do and you're trying to be proactive in order not to fall into such mistakes. Number two, you might be one of those who have been trying so hard to pass the exam, yet they cannot make it, and they're looking for some advice and tips on how to actually get over those problems. I hope that the content of this video would help you in passing your CFA exam and in your CFA journey. Now, if you feel that I missed out on some points, please do not hesitate to drop them down in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Now, before we get into the content of the video, I would highly appreciate it if you can give me that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel to stay notified of videos coming soon related to the CFA program and other finance related topics. Let's get into it. First of all, guys, please do not be too hard on yourselves. I know that you have spent months of studying and preparation for the exam, and you probably feel bad in front of your parents or in front of your colleagues at work. But instead, you should be positive, and I believe you already took the first good step in being positive by deciding to take a look at this video. So let's get into it. The first reason for not passing a CFA exam is not actually studying in a comprehensive manner. Some people just skim through the books, they focus on definitions and ignore cause and effect situations, especially in graphs, i.e., economics. Some people ignore the what would happen scenario analysis. For example, what would happen to the price of the stock if the cost of equity increases? What would happen to the price of the stock if the sustainable growth rate decreases? Some people ignore working on the blue boxes in the CFA Institute books or the prep material notes, and I believe the blue boxes are very important because they can actually test how much you guys have grasped out of the whole concept. And finally, some people don't think that notes are important. I really believe that you guys should go through the books in details. You should focus on the cause and effect and what would happen scenarios. You should never ignore any blue box in the books or the prep material notes. And please take notes in the way that you feel comfortable doing so. The second reason why I believe some people fail the exam is because they don't study all of the topics and they just focus on topics with higher weights, right? They focus on ethics, quants, FRA, and they ignore portfolio management, alternative investments, etc. They just read the topics with lower weights and they don't solve any exercise. Why? Because a friend or a colleague have said that they're not that important. Well, guess what, guys? Every single topic on the exam is really important because some topics that you believe you are strong in might be really difficult on exam day. And some people end up failing the exam because they missed one single question that they could have gotten correct if they have studied that topic with the lower weight. So please, never skip a topic. This is very important. The third reason why people fail is because they just know the general concept and they don't know the details. Guys, please expect to be tested in a lot of details in the exam. You can manage to answer straightforward questions, but what would happen if the question is changed a bit? You believe that details are not important because it's a calculation chapter, just like FRA. I hear a lot of people saying that, well, FRA, financial reporting and analysis, is purely calculation. Why do I need to know a conceptual question? Well, because you might be tested on any part of the chapter. The chapter is not fully calculations, FRA is not fully formulas, right? So please do not skip any detail related to conceptual parts. And finally, guys, some people believe that memory work is not needed. Well, guess what? Memory work is needed. You have to know the differences between IFRS and GAAP and other parts where you should do memory work, additional memory work. So, yes, you should do some memory work as it is needed for you to answer some questions on D-Day. Another reason why people end up failing the exam is because they run out of time. If you ran out of time during the exam, it means that you did not time yourself while solving the mock exams at home. Please do not ignore this. Timing yourself is very important and crucial, not only because you need to check where you stand, but you need to also see the psychological factor that you will be facing while trying to complete the exam. Stressing out while doing your exam. This is also important because a lot of people tell me that we felt too nervous during the exam, or they say that we read the question and we feel that we don't know how to answer any question. So we just skim through the questions and we see ourselves going blank and not knowing how to answer any question. Guys, this is normal. I've been through that myself. Okay? Give yourself a bit of time and everything will start getting back to you. Don't overstress if you're doing your exam and you feel like you don't know how to answer anything in the first 5 minutes, it's fine. Don't overstress because it will make it worse. Another reason why people do not make it is because they believe that the CFA exam is fully based on calculations. So they end up focusing too much on solving calculated based questions and totally ignoring conceptual ones. Do not do that, okay? Because you might end up having questions based on concepts and definitions and what if scenarios and cause and effect way more than you can get based on calculations. One important reason is you did not give the exam the time it needs. The CFA exam is not a university or a college exam. It needs a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of preparations. So some people say, my friend passed the exam in 2 or 3 months, so why can't I do the same? Well, your friend is not you. Everyone has his own reasons, everyone has his own educational background, experience, and also personal life. So please do not think that you can do what others can do, especially when it comes to preparing the exam. Everyone is different. So please have a study plan and make sure that you stick to your study plan. Additionally, guys, some people think that the 300 to 350 hours of preparation is something sacred. Well, for me, it's not, because actually it took me way more than 350 hours to prepare for each level of the CFA program. So do not think that you should only study for 300 hours or 350 hours. Invest as much time as possible, guys, because this is an exam that needs a lot of preparation. So do not take this lightly. Another reason for people failing the exam is the feeling of being burned out. Some people study way too early and start their preparations 10, 11 months before the exam day. They study heavily, they invest a lot of time, 3, 4, 5 months down the road, they feel super tired, not only physically but mentally, and this will affect their performance for sure. So make sure to have a plan, a logic, a solid, and an objective plan that has the details of what you guys have to do in order for you to pass the exam, and make sure to make a list of the lessons that you have learned of why you were not able to pass the exam. And finally, guys, a quick reminder: failing once does not mean that you will fail again. Failing level 1 does not mean that you will fail level 2. And failing level 2 does not mean that you will fail level 3. I've had students who failed level 1 twice and ended up passing level 2 and level 3 from first attempt. So please, believe in yourself, be positive, be determined, and just go for it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed and learned, and I really hope that I was of help to you throughout your CFA journey. If you have any question or if you need any advice, please drop it down in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If not, I hope that you would give me that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel to stay notified of the videos coming soon. Have a good day.